downward and upward, Bent Tree Wildlife in the spring and what's happening here at Bent Tree with all our animals. Miguel, if you would like to come up and begin. I know you can't wait. Anticipation. I'll get your presentation. Thank you.
Very good. A couple of little notes before we start. Usually during presentations, I get, since the topics are usually topics that I like, I get excited. As I get excited, I speak faster. As I speak faster with my accent, you understand me less. So if I get too excited, slow me down and ask me to repeat. Now, a little side to that, and a presentation of a project that I was on a couple of months ago. When I said that, somebody from the audience, a funny guy, said, "Could you start from the beginning?" At any rate, here we go. I need to put music to this. What are neighbors up to? And we have lots of neighbors. So this presentation is structured a little different. I'm going to first offer a flyer that I poached from the internet, indeed. But then I put little notes about the flyer that are part of what I thought was relevant. So I'm going to present the flyer, give you a little time to read the little facts, and then we'll talk about it, okay? The first one is bears. Just came out from a cul-de-sac from around the corner from you. You may not have seen it, but it is there. They are there. A little footnote, 23 deaths in 20 years caused by bears. However, dogs kill 30 to 50 per year. So they are in the deficit side of it. They are, the males and some adults are coming out of the dens right now. Moms are starting also to come out, but they are usually a little later. They are ravenous. They're eating everything, including you if you don't mind, if you don't mind your steps. The cubs are coming out. I think we've seen some pictures. I haven't seen any, but we've seen some pictures that people have shared. So for that, we need to drive even more careful than usual. All right, so those are pregnant. They are in need of extra nutrition. We need to be very, very, very conscientious of that. They are really in that. This is their most delicate time, but they're pregnant and almost ready to give birth. Feeding, a lot of demands on them. They're preparing for fawning. Probably in the next few weeks, you're going to start seeing the little ones coming out. And they're kicking the older ones out. Goodbye. It's time for you to go on your own. And now they are the boys. As you can see, they have just shed their antlers. So, I don't know if we find many around here. When we used to live in Tennessee, it was very common to find antlers everywhere. So they just lost 12% of their calcium. They just lost it on their antlers. They need to rebuild that. So it's also very, 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 very trying times for them. Growing the antlers. They need food, of course. And they are recovering from winter. The rot puts a big tax on their health and their energy. They lose a lot of weight. They lose a lot of, some of them don't make it, actually. So, turkey. Yeah, they call them dumb birds, but they are not dumb at all. They're tough animals. They really, and they fly. Have you seen Some turkeys fly. They fly. I mean, they are not. The people say that people think that they don't fly, that they're only on the ground. They fly. They are in the process of breeding and nesting. They're looking for action. Loud on this day. I don't know if you've heard them. I have. And of course, they get all puffy and they walk around trotting their stuff because they're looking to show off. Look at me. Squirrels are lovely squirrels. They are indeed. They have the best GPS of any animal. They know precisely where they have hidden each and every acorn, and they go back to it. Well, they don't always go back to it, and therefore we're lucky and we get oak trees. The little ones are already out there. They're not out of the den yet, but they're out there. Still, their nests are permanent. By the way, they repair them and repair them and repair them. They are always repairing them. And they are invasive. They come into the attics, they come into any opening that you may have in your eaves, and they're there. That's where they live, that's what they do. Chipmunks. We're starting to see them in our house. Yeah, they are running around, just both grown-ups and little ones. They'll be frantic for 2 or 3 weeks, they say. Then they settle down. I don't think they settle down.
Not much.
No, they keep on going quite a bit. Actively foraging. They've been in kind of like bears. They go in the torpor stage and they don't eat that much. So right now they're ravenous. They're frantic. Fixing their burrows. And like everybody else, breeding and making little ones. Our loved Canada geese. Some people love them, some people really do not. Right now they're nesting and laying eggs, and the last bullet of this is going to be interesting because right now they're of course they're pairing and they're very territorial and they could be aggressive, could be very aggressive, and we cannot touch them. By federal and state law, we cannot touch them. Period. We may be able. The only thing that we can do is to have deterrent before they start the nesting season. Before, but while they're nesting, they cannot be harassed by law. So, unless you have a special permit, but even with the permit, thank you, sir. Wood dogs. A couple of months ago, Eldon and I went on a trip around the lake, assessing the wood dog houses, and we found interesting that many of them have been successful, in the sense that we found a lot of eggshells, many of them. One of them was very unsuccessful. We found 9 unhatched eggs. Don't know what happened to mom and dad, but somehow that one failed miserably. But the rest were very good. By the way, one thing, the little ones are born, and within 24 hours, they're leaving their nest and dropping off either on land or water, sometimes even 60 feet high. And they bounce like little balls, sometimes several times until they stabilize. Yeah. So they are right now getting ready to produce more family. She's the one on the eggs. She just hangs out. And then later this month is when that happens. The little one comes out and they come up. They don't fly. They just throw themselves away. Yeah, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Bobcats. We have them. I've seen them in front of our house 2 or 3 times. Not right in front, but on the road, like like 2 or 3 times. They are. I am your HOA unpaid wildlife manager. They take care of stuff. Uh, right now, like everybody else, they're having their young ones actively hunting, like they should be. Anything is fair, by the way. Anything. They say young fawn, even middle, like teenagers fawns. They would take them. They are timid, but they are dangerous. So always keep your distance. You see one, don't even try to approach it. Don't even ignore them. Just keep a wide berth. Snakes. Snakes, and the only word that I can associate with snakes is yikes. Uh, Before we moved from Florida, my motto was, the only good snake is a dead snake. Well, that was mistaken. That's not true. Some of them, many of them, actually all of them, perform a function that is basic, that is unbelievably important. Unfortunately, some of them have fangs and could be very unpleasant, but we need them. We need them. They take care of many things that we cannot. You can find them on the sun because they are ectothermic. They get their heat only from the sun. They cannot produce it themselves. Mating. Everybody's in that business right now. Everybody. Hunting, they're looking for everything. Most Georgia snakes are non-venomous, and some of them are, but they're all protected. So we need to be cognizant of that. They're all protected. Others, but not all. We have owls, two types. As a matter of fact, last night I was hearing a couple of them just bouncing off each other.
This morning too.
Is that right? Very good. Raccoons, we don't see many, but we have them. We have them. Yeah. Foxes, again, we don't see many, but I've seen a couple, and they are active. They take care of squirrels and whatever little rabbits we have, they take care of. Mice, plenty of those little stuff. But they perform a very good function. They are food. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Possums. They are the only marsupial that we have here in Georgia, and we are lucky to have them. They are unbelievable. The cleaning up that they do is unbelievable. Either way, this next slide, which is the last slide, is if you remember anything from this presentation, I want you to remember the next slide because it is probably the most telling. We all have the right to be here. They all have the right to be here. We owe them a lot. So that's all. Good.
Any questions for Miguel?
Question.
I just wanted to say, Robert and I saw this week a full-grown white-headed bald eagle on the tree down by the fish feeders below us. And I mean, it was there, and then it was flying all around. You could see it over by Sally Dawes, and then back around, and But it was beautiful. But it
Very
was-
good.
There are
Mason,
Are there two?
two?
They're hanging out at the off-leash dog area
Okay,
and flying in skies.
very good. Mason has some good pictures of
Keep your
what.
eyes out, especially where the fish feeders are. They're
Yeah.
not stupid, they know.
Yeah.
That's a
That's
good
it.
idea. Yeah, they should
That's
hang
great to
out.
know. I'll include eagles in the next one.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Yes.
One thing I'd like to add, with everything looking for food and having their young right now, I'm going to put the name of the company in. Lake of Wildlife partnered with BTCI for non-secondary poisoning for your home of rats and mice.
Yes.
So I'd like to release that into Wildlife Wednesday, if everyone looks at that. Because the mice being poisoned, the rat being poisoned,
Everything else
it
gets poisoned.
transfers over to the the owlets and the
Yep.
little fox, everything.
Yep.
The secondary poisoning is a real danger, so I'm gonna be doing that this week.
Good. That's
Oh,
it.
good.
One more.
Oh, sorry.
I wanted to mention turtles. I live by the lake. There's at least two kinds of turtles. There's a snapping turtle too, but I have a cove with logs on it, and they like to sit on the logs. There's the slider, which is a round, they're kind of round and have rounded heads. And then they have the eastern, or the spiny soft shell. I saw the first one of the season yesterday, and they're the ones that get really big. So, but turtles are a lot of fun, plus the box turtles, which are not water turtles,
Right.
you're gonna see them on the road, so
Yes.
please, I rescue turtles. I couldn't tell you how many turtles, if I see them in the road, you stop and you take them in the direction where they're going.
Right.
Yeah.
Never the other
Right,
direction.
please, please
Yes.
stop the turtles, I love turtles.
Right.
You can hold them by the belly too.
Why?
Put your hand under their belly, because that helps them. You know, because when you think about by just the shell,
Yeah.
it can put some extra stress on
I
them.
didn't realize that, okay, thank you.
Very good.
I carried gloves in the car to do it.
Good, good.
Yeah.
Another
Very
very
nice.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Barb Collier for coming up for an activity for the Easter egg hunt that's happening today for the craft tables. Showed us how to make seed bombs. And this area, this room right here is kind of like Plan B in case it's too wet out there. So we need about 9 tables left out and chairs around those 9 tables towards the back of the room when we
We can do that.
Yep.
We can certainly do that. Any other comments? Thanks for coming out. Have a very nice Easter, and we'll see you next month. And thanks again, and enjoy the day.